In 2024, American big tech firms and startups heavily invested in AI infrastructure and services. The United States seemed to dominate AI technology. But during the Lunar New Year in January 2025, the rise of Chinese AI startup DeepSeek caused a big stir. Despite the restrictions the US placed on China, DeepSeek's affordable and open AI model posed a considerable challenge to the existing technological advantages and ecosystem, igniting both optimism and unease about a possible shift in AI leadership. Nonetheless, even as the situation surrounding DeepSeek began to stabilize, numerous individuals continued to ponder over the eventual outcomes. This led to questions about whether the need for GPUs would indeed decrease and to what extent China's AI technology had truly advanced. Today, we will review the known facts about the DeepSeek incident and reassess the current AI infrastructure market and the competition for AI supremacy in light of the DeepSeek case. DeepSeek is an AI-focused company founded in May 2023 in Hangzhou, China. It is a subsidiary of Highflyer, a quant hedge fund founded by renowned Chinese investor and entrepreneur Liang Wenfeng, offering innovative AI solutions that introduce new paradigms to finance and various other industries. Highflyer has extended its strategies beyond the realm of simple high-frequency trading by incorporating mid-frequency trading approaches. Instead of generating numerous orders every moment like high-frequency trading, it aims to capture subtle price changes in the market using sophisticated algorithms to achieve stable profits. To achieve this, Highflyer has built a large-scale cluster system where hundreds of GPUs operate in parallel. This large GPU cluster is crucial. It overcomes real-time data processing limits. It boosts deep learning computations. This results in an AI trading system. The system accurately analyzes market volatility. It seizes optimal trading opportunities. Building upon the technological advancements and GPU infrastructure that Highflyer had established, its subsidiary, DeepSeek, unveiled the DeepSeek R1 model. The DeepSeek R1 offers server-based AI services, similar to ChatGPT, accessible through websites or dedicated apps, enabling users to interact with advanced AI features anytime and anywhere. Furthermore, it is available as an open model, with its weights and core design principles made available to developers and researchers. An ecosystem has been created where both large corporations and startups can easily use high-performance AI. There is even more excitement as they plan to release the code and datasets in the future. When DeepSeek first entered the market, what surprised people the most was not only its unexpected super-large model performance, but also its combination of being an open model and low cost. Let's take a closer look at their open model strategy. In the initial media reports, DeepSeek's model was praised for being open source. DeepSeek has shared the model's weights, key design details, and development methods. However, the training code and datasets are still unreleased. In other words, it is not fully open source, but rather an open model approach. This approach shows a clear intention to build a transparent ecosystem. It is more collaborative compared to major companies. Google, OpenAI, and Meta have only partially released some of their models. For instance, unlike Apple's closed iOS ecosystem, Google's Android expanded its market share by partnering with various manufacturers. In a similar vein, DeepSeek has made its key parameters and architectural designs accessible, enabling developers and researchers globally to benchmark and utilize them. Additionally, by detailing the model's design and algorithm strategies, they have enhanced understanding of deep learning models' inner workings and optimization methods. For instance, DeepSeek has found a way to overcome GPU limitations. They use low-level programming techniques. These techniques communicate closely with the hardware. They don't rely on high-level libraries. These methods are essential for data compression during transmission and for optimizing parallel processing across multiple GPUs. It's akin to a team of people working together simultaneously to tackle a complex project. From a cost perspective, DeepSeek's innovations are impressive too. Typically, developing ultra-large AI models costs tens of millions of dollars, but DeepSeek is reported to have achieved this level of performance with around $6 million. Approximately 8.7 billion Korean won. If this cost is correct, it's a groundbreaking figure. It could counteract the effects of US GPU export limits and high infrastructure costs. This underscores the importance of developing efficient algorithms and streamlined software design without the need for significant financial resources. DeepSeek's innovative strategy has generated a substantial buzz within the global AI and big data communities, leading to it being dubbed the Chinese AI Sputnik. The market reaction was immediate, with global investors momentarily pulling funds from semiconductor stocks like NVIDIA. This event is seen not just as a short-term incident, but as a pivotal moment highlighting the potential and efficiency of open models and AI worldwide. DeepSeek version 3 came out late in 2024. It was quickly recognized for its excellence. The model performed at a leading level. Building on the V3 model with reinforcement learning, the DeepSeek R1 model captured even greater interest and became a hot topic of discussion. While we will discuss the V3 model's performance and utility in more detail later, the R1 model's message to the AI ecosystem is clear. In the past, many believed large AI models needed top GPUs. They also thought massive capital was essential. In conventional AI research, training models without state-of-the-art hardware, like the latest NVIDIA GPUs, was quite difficult. DeepSeek has shown that even with GPUs like NVIDIA's H800, which have limited performance, it's possible to build effective AI models. Additionally, Chinese semiconductors, such as those from Huawei, can be utilized. This has been accepted as proof that these conditions alone are enough to create effective AI models. From a technical perspective, the R1 model, which integrates reinforcement learning into the foundational V3 model, is akin to fine-tuning a car engine for peak performance. By utilizing the strong capabilities of the V3 model and continuously improving through reinforcement learning, the system can reach competitive performance levels even without expensive hardware investments. This approach shows that developing high-efficiency, low-cost AI is feasible. It's especially true in situations where energy shortages are a concern. China is opening the door to a shift in AI technology development. This shift moves away from American big tech dominance toward a more cost-effective and resource-efficient model. Ultimately, DeepSeek's R1 model is seen as the signal for the dawn of a cost-effective AI era. AI model development isn't just for big corporations anymore. Small and medium-sized enterprises, startups, and research institutions can also explore and improve their own AI models. But if we look closely at DeepSeek's reputation as a low-cost AI provider, some exaggerations become clear. Initially, reports spread that the DeepSeek V3 model achieved GPT-4 level performance at 1/18th the cost of developing GPT-4. However, later analyses suggest that the actual development cost could be at least 100 times higher. DeepSeek revealed the total training cost was about $5.57 million. This is approximately 5.6% of what it cost to develop GPT-4. However, experts believe the expenses might exceed 730 billion won. The cost calculations were based on the assumption that the GPU usage fees were set at more than half the current hourly rate of the major cloud providers. It's not fair to directly compare these costs with the Stargate project, which received substantial US government funding, or with the large tech firms that have invested heavily in AI model training through extensive trial and error. Moreover, the R1 model, which sparked this situation, is not an entirely new AI. It was restructured using the previously developed reinforcement learning-based DeepSeek R10 model and the existing frontier-level DeepSeek V3 model. Although it has been labeled as a low-cost open model, the innovation it has shown is just a signal of its technological potential, rather than a market-shaking breakthrough. DeepSeek's use of low-level programming in AI model development is also impressive. Most AI developers typically use high-level libraries like CUDA, but DeepSeek has taken a different approach by maximizing GPU performance through low-level programming with CUDA, allowing for closer interaction with the hardware. They efficiently compressed data for transmission, which allowed them to overcome network bottlenecks when connecting multiple low-spec GPUs in parallel. In AI training systems, similar technologies have been used to achieve optimal computing speeds. They also improve real-time data processing performance. Thus, DeepSeek has effectively tapped into its accumulated technical capabilities. In environments where semiconductor performance is limited, they have used strategies to optimize hardware utilization as much as possible. Additionally, DeepSeek's R1 model employs reinforcement learning, a method also being explored by several AI companies like OpenAI. Thus, it's challenging to view this as a distinctive strategy unique to DeepSeek. In the end, while DeepSeek's image as an affordable AI solution seems appealing at first, its financial framework is actually more intricate. However, DeepSeek's true strength lies in its open model approach. By announcing plans to eventually open source their code, they are opening up the possibility of creating a vast ecosystem where countless developers around the world can freely utilize DeepSeek's model. The key takeaway from the DeepSeek situation is that we are entering an era where anyone can experiment with and use AI models. We need to watch closely to see if this will challenge the AI dominance of the United States or significantly alter the cost dynamics of AI development, possibly leading to more reliance on Chinese technology in applications. The market was taken aback by the potential to develop high-performance AI models using low-spec GPUs, which led to a significant drop in NVIDIA's stock by about 17% in a single day, erasing nearly 850 trillion won in market value. Initially, there were many forecasts suggesting that if high-performance AI could be achieved with low-spec GPUs, the demand for the latest costly GPUs would decline. However, the reverse might occur. As AI development becomes more affordable, more participants could join the AI market, causing a surge in overall GPU usage. Recently, OpenAI's new image generator has gained popularity for creating Ghibli-style images. This indicates that not only simple large language models, but also image and video generation artificial intelligences need many GPUs. Both training and inference demand substantial GPU resources. Overall, GPU demand is expected to rise significantly. With the growing competition in AI, both in cost-effective areas and among major tech firms, there's a noticeable trend of increasing investment in AI to stand out from the crowd. Even NVIDIA has officially acknowledged DeepSeek R1 as a remarkable example of AI progress, anticipating that regardless of how the GPU market evolves, growth is unavoidable. NVIDIA is building its own cloud in many fields. These include quantum computing and robot platforms. They are also developing AI platforms. Their goal is to offer more than just GPU design and sales. They want comprehensive AI infrastructure solutions. This strategy shows that they are focusing not just on creating larger AI models and improving performance, but also on building AI services that can generate actual revenue. Instead of a sharp drop in demand for high-performance GPUs, their capacity is set to grow. This is due to the AI industry's expansion. Pay attention to the AI chip market. It's led by companies like Broadcom and Marvell. Big tech companies are moving towards advanced AI chip designs to reduce the cost of providing AI services through the cloud and maximize profits. Traditionally, NVIDIA's GPUs have been built around CUDA cores. However, with new advancements like tensor cores and transformer engines, the performance difference with high-performance GPUs is becoming less pronounced. These technological strides will keep the demand for HBM steady, as the dynamics of a distributed computing environment require linking multiple AI chips in parallel for learning and inference, which leads to bottlenecks in the computational process. Certainly, some experts believe that shrinking semiconductor processes and new memory architectures will lessen the dependence on HBM. Additionally, the spread of open models like DeepSeek could promote more efficient model designs, potentially lowering overall memory requirements. However, these forecasts may not entirely reflect the current trend. As AI models become more intricate and expansive, the demand for HBM is expected to remain stable in the near future. The AI hardware market is turning into a complex field. Traditional GPU makers and new custom chip creators are competing. They aim for both technological innovation and cost efficiency. Various solutions and strategies are being explored. It is a common question why South Korean AI companies have not developed notable models akin to DeepSeek. Yet drawing such comparisons is not a simple matter. China is boosting its AI service market. It does this by securing GPUs through its large domestic market, government subsidies, and regulatory shortcuts. South Korean companies like Naver invest 15% of their revenue in R&D. However, they face challenges. The market is smaller. There's also a shortage of specialized talent. These differences make it unfair to compare AI capabilities. Technology alone doesn't tell the whole story. The emergence of DeepSeek has significantly boosted the open model ecosystem. Yet it has also highlighted security weaknesses. To tackle these issues, we need application security standards. This will likely be a key topic in the future. The main challenge is balancing technology benefits with security. This involves democratizing the open ecosystem and ensuring standardization. It's crucial to recognize the fast-growing competition in AI technology standards. China plans to establish 50 AI standards by 2026. Meanwhile, the US is restricting the export of advanced AI chips. Notably, the NUA-Link consortium, which includes AMD, Intel, and AWS, is playing a key role. Their development of NUA-Link 1.0 could potentially increase data transfer speeds between AI chips by up to 100 times, raising questions about whether this could challenge NVIDIA's dominance. In summary, the DeepSeek phenomenon signifies more than just the rise of affordable AI. It marks a significant shift towards the democratization of AI technology. As we continue to closely observe the evolving competition for AI hegemony between the United States and China, the diversifying GPU market, and the geopolitical shifts in technology standards, it feels as though we are on the verge of a true AI revolution. This has been Anti-Engineering Aero, shouting from the rooftops.